Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Brooke Ludington.
And I'm Molly Pat. Tonight, a local controversy is creating policy change for a nationwide company after a Topeka UberEats driver says that he was forced to out himself as transgender. He says he was ignored by the company, so he reached out to the American Civil Liberties Union for help.
And our KSNT News reporter Dan Garrett, he joins us live now after talking to the man. So Dan, what is Uber's response to this?
Brooke, Molly, that's right. After this was brought to their attention, UberEats says they plan to update their policy to make people feel more comfortable. Now, the UberEats driver I spoke to says he wants to keep his name anonymous for his protection, but he says he was forced to use the name on his driver's license, which he no longer identifies with. So when he would go to deliver meals, they would question his identity and see if he was actually their driver, which he says could potentially be dangerous for him.
It's nerve-wracking because you never know what you're going to walk into.
Mr. R hasn't been an UberEats delivery driver for very long, only starting a couple months ago. But right off the bat, there were issues. He wasn't able to use the name he goes by since he transitioned genders, so people ordering from him saw his birth name instead of the name that matches his new identity. He let them know right away when he signed up that he wanted to go by another name.
I did email them along with it saying, this is who I am, transgender individual.
He initially received a response asking for legal documentation of a name change, which Mr. R does not have because he says it's expensive and time-consuming to do. After nothing changed, he reached out to the American Civil Liberties Union to represent him. I spoke to Josh Pearson, an attorney for the ACLU. He says he wants to hold companies accountable, especially when they promote being LGBTQIA+ supporters.
We are often concerned when large corporations want to, ride the coattails of pride and say all this nice sounding stuff, but obviously how they behave, how they act, those are the more important things.
Mr. R says he is nervous to speak out for the dangers of discrimination he could face, but he says he wants to be a voice for others, as well as bring attention to the inconvenience it creates for him to do his job.
I had somebody knock on my window to get an order, and they were like, oh, I was expecting a female. And it was just because of my name, even though there's a picture right there of me. That was disconcerting because he's right at my car window.
The ACLU reached out to UberEats to try and get Mr. R's name and pronouns correctly displayed on the app. Just today, Mr. R was notified that his name is now changed and they have updated their policy. We reached out to Uber for comment, and today they say they have set up a fund to help employees cover the cost of updating the name and gender on their state and federal IDs. Today, UberEats did issue an apology to Mr. R as well. Live in Topeka, covering local news that matters, Dan Garrett, KSNT News.